What's up, folks? Welcome back for another video. Boozer here. Thanks for stopping by. Today we are playing King Arthur's Legend Rise. It's a great game. I've been playing it for 10 login days so far, actively playing it about 4 days now. It's been really fun. I've been probably playing about 35 hours in total. But I'm going to show you guys 2 areas that I think, as long as you guys have these areas on farm, you guys can progress through this game and definitely feel strong going through this game. King Arthur is really good at kind of showing you and holding your hand through the game, especially in the beginning, where they show you like resources, they have notifications on what's going on. And when your account is roadblocked, there's actually lots of things to do to actually try to improve your account so that you can go forward and push on. The best thing about this game is actually that it doesn't penalize you for failing. It doesn't penalize you for failing. So you can actually keep trying certain levels over and over, different teams, different champions and all that. And it doesn't really penalize you in terms of failing, except for your time, of course. But in terms of in-game resources, it doesn't. So it's really free to play friendly if you want to so choose so. And of course, if you want to progress with monetary means, you can definitely boost your account with by spending, obviously. But I'm not saying that it's absolutely necessary to do so. So I'm going to give you guys 2 areas that, as long as you guys have this down, you guys can go through the game without any issues. First, real place to go when you're stuck. First real place to go when you're stuck is the power-up dungeons. As long as you can tackle Plane of Beasts, if you can tackle Plane of Beasts up to a reasonable amount. So first roadblock would be, I believe, level 4. Once you get past level 4, you're going to be offered the rewards here. You won't have the mythical mana orbs yet, but you can have the rare mana orbs, which are really important to basically just getting your champions leveled up. As long as you can level up your champions or find a means to level up your champions get stronger, they get more stats, and then you can progress through whatever area you are roadblocked in. Most likely story. So if you guys are doing story, you guys getting roadblocked, this is where you guys should be looking towards in terms of dungeons. So Plane of Beasts, very important. And the next big roadblock here is actually Plane of Beasts 7. This is where you get the mythical mana orbs. The mythical mana orbs lets your rare champions reach level 60. This is really big because up until this point, usually up until this point where you are looking at Plane of Beasts 7, you don't have many mythical mana orbs. You might have gotten some from rewards from other content areas in the game. You might have been able to save enough to maybe 61 rare champion at this point, if you're free to play, of course. So you really need Plane of Beasts 7. When you defeat Plane of Beasts level 7, you get a nice little windfall of rewards. So you can see here my Plane of Beasts 7. I only had 1 6-star champion, and that was Kay. She was level 52. The other champions are level 50. Clementine here is level 45, and I defeated this boss in about 2 minutes. It's not 100% win, so very lucky to beat it. But once you beat it, you get these 20 mythical orbs. And that means you can produce your next 6-star. You can produce your next 6-star basically by saving this 20 and then maybe crushing, upgrading some of your lower mana orbs into higher mana orbs. Of course, that takes gold and all that stuff, but you can kind of squeeze out the extra 5 mythic mana orbs that you need to make a rare level 60. Or should I say 6-star ranked, 6-star ranked. But once you have 2 6-star ranked champions, that means your team's a lot stronger and you can progress through whatever roadblock you're through. And obviously, even if you can defeat this maybe once every 5 runs, it's still worth doing while you're auto battling, while you're away from the computer, for example. It's really important to get as high as you can here. But once you're here and you can farm these mythic mana orbs, it doesn't matter how good your success rate or how long it takes. But as long as you can get these, that means you can make 60s. You can make 60s. That means you can progress through this game. All right, guys. So this dungeon, very important. Make sure you guys hit this up. Try to the best of your ability. Like I said, my free to play team didn't really have anything super specific in terms of how to defeat this boss. You're supposed to look for multi-hit champions. That helps because he has a shield. So I'll show you guys what's happening here. Show you guys my run. I can't do Plane 7 even though I can't beat Plane 8, but even though I can beat Plane 7 pretty quickly, I can't beat Plane 8. But you can see here I have a couple multi-hit champions. Kay has the A1, A2, but this is on full auto. And then we have Tristan. He has a couple multi-hits as well. We have Arthur here with, you know, multi-hit A1. And then we have Clementine here with the support. So Clementine here is actually really good because the piggy here, he actually hits pretty hard. So having the support, having the extra healing definitely helps, especially on full auto and all that stuff. So here we go. Yeah, so I have plane 7 on farm right now. I'm level 33 right now. I have, you know, 3 rank 6s. Actually, I have more than 3 rank 6s now. I think I have 4 rank 6s. So I have Arthur, Kay, and 2 healers. Clementine and Isolde. So yeah, 4 60s, 4 rank 6s. And basically it was being able to tackle, you know, Plane of Beast 7 that allowed me access to basically more rank 6 champions. So once you hit this point, even if you're just progressing slowly, that means you're basically guaranteed to progress your account as you push on. So we're gonna finish this run here. I'm gonna say, yeah, this dungeon is super important, especially early on, where you don't have a lot of those mythic orbs or ways to get them. And of course, you don't have that much gold to basically upgrade your lower mana orbs into higher mana orbs too, right? So you want to save the gold wherever you can, of course. So here we're gonna take this guy down pretty quickly, pretty easily. Everybody's pretty safe here. Yeah, big heal here. Final day. I like that. Look at that attack. Down he goes. Clementine MVP here. And then we get, you know, we get 2 of these mythic mana orbs. And there we go. We're 10% of the way there to building another rank 6 rare champion. All right, and I think the second place where it's super important, especially in your early progression, is actually the equipment dungeon. And it's going to be this first one, Nest of Skull Egg. Nest of Skull Egg? Sorry, Nest of Skull Egg. In the beginning, it's going to be hard for you to get through maybe the first 3 levels. If you can do level 3, you're going to be picking up some 2-star, 3-star gear, and some crafting materials. The materials are really important, so especially this iron. But ideally, you want to do the nest level 4. Once you get to level 4, you get a chance at 4-star gear, same materials and all that stuff. But I'll show you guys what I do on level 4. I run this team. So I run 2 healers and 2 damage dealers here. They're level 60 now, so they can do pretty easy work of level 4. But up until this point, level 4 will be a challenge for you, especially when you're still progressing. But this is a very important dungeon because it actually offers you crafting materials. And you'll find that actually crafting your gear is, in this game, is actually really good, really strong. And it's a great way of making your champions, you know, a lot stronger. So if you get stuck, it might be an issue with your gear, and heading to the forge, picking up some materials and crafting some better gear definitely helps you progress when you're stuck. Especially when it's kind of hard to pick up 4-star gear in relevant sets. But that's like basically a topic for another video. But there's a couple key sets in this game. So you want your damage dealers to deal damage. So you want them to have, you know, things like attack sets or critical rate sets. And then you want your supports to basically do more support stuff. So you want to have their abilities back as soon as possible. Of course, that helps your damage dealers as well. But having your supports in things like Vigor set, which basically give you extra Vigor, which basically give you more of your better abilities, you know, gives your team a better chance of surviving. So having the ability to craft specific sets that you want is super strong. Right? And the way you do it is basically you farm this nest. When you farm this nest, you get the materials and then you can do your crafting. And if you're just starting and progressing through the game, level 4 gear is going to be super strong. You're going to run out of silver. You're going to run out of gold, but there's areas where you can farm gold at quite high rates, and that's going to be the other dungeon. The burning dungeon, the burning sands dungeon, I think. But yeah, so this dungeon, super important. I think it's even more important than the other one, to be honest. As long as you have access to this dungeon on full farm, you basically can make and gear any champion you want in any gear set you want, basically. As long as you have it on farm. Of course, it's not that easy. You can kind of see here, this boss gets pretty difficult. He has damage negate. So having like debuffs of your own can make the dragon fight a little bit easier. So for example, here, this iron is actually really important just to craft stuff. And then you can get a chance at 4-star gear here as well. And if you guys didn't know, there is an info button here that shows you guys some tips on how to defeat some of these stages. So you see here, your skull egg gets stronger and stronger with enhancement effect stacks as battle progresses. Use marks to suppress the enhancement. Heroes capable of buff removal or disruption can effectively counter him. So you can see on my roster, there's actually not that many champions that I have. Or that he has listed, but Morgane is here. We have Morgan, but we actually don't use her for this fight. So you can kind of see how, you know, a team without any kind of suggested abilities can still work. All right. So anyways, that's going to be it for this video. Basically, just the best places for progression would be this nest for equipment crafting, as well as the plane of beasts, just for leveling your champions in terms of ranking them up, which is a big roadblock, especially in the beginning. If you need experience or gold, it's going to be the Gorgos Burning Land dungeon. This one, you don't need to do super high because you're basically just getting the same stuff anyways. Like, you're getting XP potions and gold. So you don't need to do it super high. So it's not like a super bad dungeon, but it does require some specific champions to do this really, really well. Because he is pretty tanky. But I would say the plane of beasts is super important, and of course the equipment dungeon here, the nest of skull egg, is super important as well, especially for early progression. Anyways, guys, that's gonna be it for the video. Like I said, if you guys are interested in King Arthur Legends Rise, make sure you guys check out the description link below and the pinned comment link below. It's gonna be a really, really solid journey. It's great for progression. You have a really strong sense of tackling something challenging but still progressing, and you never really feel too stuck. Like, yes, you can get stuck, but you can go somewhere else, and there's lots to do in this game. There's lots to do, and of course it's overwhelming. So hopefully some of these videos are helpful for you guys, especially when you guys are starting out. Anyways, guys, let me know what you guys think about this game so far. Let me know what you guys think about my tips. Hopefully they are ringing true to some of the veterans out there, and this is just my experience, of course. But anyways, guys, appreciate your time as always. Hopefully you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.